Hello again, and welcome to another episode of Raine Plays. Except I'm not playing. I took that survey, and a couple interesting things came up, so I thought I'd share them. These were the supposed options that might come up, but those were my responses to them. And I still don't understand the difference between an NPC and a townie. But these first four that came up, they just sound very familiar. Like they should have been add-ons or included in the game already. I looked up NPC, and this is what I found. They're characters that cannot be played by the player, and that makes sense. I understand that. But then I looked up townie, and this is what it says. Townies are Sims that are similar to playable Sims, except they don't live in any of the households, but they're full-fledged Sims with jobs, skills, and personalities. Now, that's an NPC to me. And a townie is like the pancakes and the BFFs, the goths, people you can play. They're not necessarily your character, but you can switch to them. You can even add them to your household. I still don't know what it means, so I'm going to have to let that go. Anyway, here were the rest of the choices and my opinions again. Cheering just didn't interest me, but this modern love thing and the growing pains, I need more information. That growing pains one from Kwai Stacy was gross. And this modern love thing makes me nervous. The last two were American high school. Very young girlish. But this bands, it sounds like fun, but again, that might have been something that should have been included with the Yet Famous pack. So these Survey Monkey things are always like this, and I know it's sort of mind control-ish. First, I'm going to ask you to answer the questions one way, and then I'm going to ask the exact same questions, but you got to answer in a different order. And I was surprised at how semi-consistent I remained. Yes, you do have wake-up calls at odd hours, but I still think I kind of stayed as close as I could. To be perfectly honest with you, a lot of this does not appeal to me or interest me at all. You're not hitting my buttons with any of this. This seems like for young kids playing this game. And that just isn't me. That's not my demographic. So anyway, I marked, this is the third. First they ask you 10 being the highest, 1 being the lowest. And then they flip everything over, the answers, but they also say, well, 1 being the highest and 10 being the lowest. And then they come back a third time with the responses flipped, and they say, okay, well, now I want you to do it 10 highest, 1 lowest. But I still think I was pretty consistent with this. And yes, I'm using MS Paint. Sorry. Poor people do things like this. And we don't do it to get mocked. We just do it because this is the best we can do. But I still think I was pretty consistent. Oh, is this the where you least want to go and 1 being the most? Yeah, I like this idea. The Scottish Highlands appealed to me the most. Korea, the Greek islands, the Italian vineyards, and Spanish City. And then this one, number 9. Control of Sims that are not currently on the active lot, family evolution outside the household, consequences of making or breaking relationships. This relationships thing has me thrown. Emotions, get rid of them. Being born with traits, I can take it or leave it, but developing traits over time sounds awesome. Short-term and long-term desires, aren't those whims? And connection to family members outside the household, I don't understand that. So 10, they're just asking you the same questions in a different order. And then 11, I said tattoos, accessories, and makeup. Because again, none of this stuff, you don't do it right. You don't make it right. The hair and the tops, the bottoms and the shoes are the worst. Full outfits are kind of cool, but I don't know. I just don't think they do it well. Now for number 12, they wanted burns, stretch marks, body hair, prosthetics, dual eye color, vitiligo scars, and then other. Now all of this is CC. I chose body hair and scars. I'm not interested in any of this. But for other, I put height slider. And then this 13, 14 thing here, they did it again. 1 being most, 6 being least. Well, actually, the first one didn't include babies. But I got this spot on both times. Thank you so much for watching this. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.